It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today it's majors versus minors between the Baltimore Orioles and the Norfolk Tides. Number 49 takes the mound for the home team in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Coming to the plate now, Tim Beckham. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, third baseman, Tim Beckham.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes is there, and he has it for the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Jonathan Schoop can keep up the hot bat. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
In now for the O's, Jonathan Schoop. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. It's hot, but not too hot this afternoon, and even 90 degrees here at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Schoop. You know, has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Throw to first will take care of him. Scored at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Manny Machado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Guardado scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 2-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Rasmus is there to put this ball away for route number 1. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Missed with a slider. Bundy, a 6'1" right-hander. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and a 2-seam fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. No, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Into the box, Andreas Torres, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down. He's in there easily, and the throw bounces on the way down. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Harper, the runner at second with 1 away. Got him.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Into the box, Sean Hills, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Adam Jones. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
fastball that just misses inside.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Lined hard toward right center. And the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. The second for one. On to first, a double play.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Mancini.
In now for the O's, Trey Mancini. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. No score here as we play inning number 2. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Austin Hayes, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
A bouncer to the left side. Machado is there. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Digging in, Alexi Guardado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Hit in the air to left. Machado is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh, designated hitter, Guillermo Rodriguez.
Striding forward now is the DH, Guillermo Rodriguez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0. Here's Mark Trumbo now, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Sit him down.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is strike two swinging. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. McDonald shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 36, Caleb Joseph.
Ready now for Baltimore, Caleb Joseph. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Third inning, no score to this point. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Tim Beckham would be next. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Striding in once again, Tim Beckham. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. go-ahead run heading for the plate. Now the relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and two now as this catches the outer half. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Leading off the inning, Jonah Snyder, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jonah Snyder.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
Into the box, Bob McDonald. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Rufus Reese.
Ready for another chance, Rufus Reese, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. McDonald leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Jones is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping into the box, Ryan Harper. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a curveball right on the corner. 2 out here and a runner at second. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And a fastball just a bit up.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The next 3-2. Down the third baseline. Well, this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The O's win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Dylan Bundy pitches well enough to get the W. Gabriel Noah worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 error. They left us 1 runner on base. For the tie, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks for joining